Hello. Welcome back. These should be done now. Oh, nice. Suppose I can leave. Leave this place. Some peace of mind. So, plan for now is to move towards the assembly line. And by extension, LUV. There are... I guess I did already make like a task board of the things I wanted. It's here. Yeah. So really out of this, what I need is like these are just like extra things, honestly. Well, I want the big polarizer, I want the assembly line naturally. I need some samarium, and I need indalloy as well. Don't need a lot of it, just a bit to get started. And once I get the mutatron, I will look back towards bees and set it up proper. Actually get some resource generation. Actually, I do want to check real quick. First of all, I want to check, is my voice coming through? I'm always paranoid about that. I've had a few incidents with being muted. Never again. These are still producing. Ow. Okay, bro. So since bro got poisoned, now bro's absolutely beating my ass. Alright, bro. Stop. It's crazy. Ow. Ow. Get out. A crazy series of events. Yeah, this is working properly, so just keep going. Stringy code, you get me thing? I forget the name. No, you don't. Don't get me the this silk wisp. I guess it's not actually string. It just looks like string, but it's silk. Okay. So I guess this good starting point would be the big electrolyzer. It's not actually going to be called that. Also, it's a polarizer anyways. Yeah, magnetic flux exhibitor. The MFE. Yeah. You on the list, and then assembly line. You on the list. This bastard. So let me actually see the size of this guy. What is the recommended size for beginning? I think the game gave me a metric. Length of 11 blocks will fit 80% of all recipes in GTNH. And so yeah, I think that's what the recommendation is. Yeah, we'll go for that. Should cover most of my starting bases. I was also thinking of, since this guy with a, is it 11 long? Yeah, tier 7. Guy's pretty beefy, pretty long guy. So think of maybe stacking him vertically, or well, just putting him vertically. Because like if you do that, it kind of turns into a distillation tower instead of a long noodle. So I don't really have too much horizontal space available. Still trying to preserve the space for when I somehow managed to get myself motivated for setting up ore processing, which probably comes after a genuine need for setting up ore processing. And I guess I could shove it in here. Could take that up. Or I could place it vertically and put it over here. Should be 11 blocks tall, I think. Let me see, Y36. Close enough. Well, I think counts my feet both times, so this should be 11 blocks. Could also just like scoot it over by 1, get an extra block. I'm sure it'll be fine. Actually, that is only if it can be rotated. Should go make sure of that as well. So I think like the overview is here. Exceptions include LC, LSC, charcoal power igniter, PPF, DT, miners, industrial washing plant, algae farm, bacterial vat, DHP, MVF can, but the MPF cannot. So okay. So like I'm hoping this is just all the exceptions and S-line can be rotated. There's a way to find out without the overview, but I would have to actually wait until I've made the 79 controller. I'll just expect that I can do that. Then for this guy, you are 7 by 7 by 6. So I guess you go somewhere over here. Check, I'm just seeing if I can change my layout a bit. Or my stream manager. That's like a scrolling thing for all my goals. I want to see if I can remove that. I don't know. Guess I'll look into that later. I'll just make do. It's kind of distracting me. There's the controller front right over here. It also needs like magnetic flux exhibitor, the electromagnets are what they're called. Magnetic flux exhibitor is the multi-block itself. My silly. Oh, yeah, I need polystyrene for this. Then it might be what initially stopped me from making this multi. Okay, first of all, let me just go make sure I do have space for it over here. Little 7 by 7. Okay, I do. So I'm gonna leave much space left. So didn't expect this room to start feeling cramped so fast. But yeah, I guess I start with polystyrene. I don't think I'm gonna automate it. I think I'm just gonna make a bit. I should have styrene for my styrene butadiene. I think it's up here. Let's see. Styrene. No? Styrene? Yeah. I don't. Well, yeah, that's why I wouldn't have polystyrene around. So just grab this by the cell worth. Let me see if there's a spot where this adds up better. I think like what it usually does is like nearly 2 stacks, like 125 I think, 1800. See if I can reach that. I can, however, do 26. That's a reachable number. 84 cells worth. Sure. And I can just run this in my LCR. The one connected to my AutoCAD system. Should work very nicely. Give me cells, all the cells. Okay. Then I just leech 84 cells worth off of the system. I don't think the processing speed for this is all too fast. Not enough fluid output space. I was just waiting on to be the resources, probably waiting on ethylene, I think. We're just waiting on the hydrogen to dump wherever it needs to be. I honestly don't really know. It's not really an advanced recipe. Wouldn't expect anything to be totally slow about it. So I want to see something because I kind of feel like my stream title for this stream is kind of long. How many lines does this take up when I actually like look through the discovery page? No, it's not that bad. Just fills up a lot of rows in my stream elements chat message. There's the siren. Good. Then I need the oxygen, but the rest I should just be able to do for my terminal center. Should be oxygen. Circuit 1. You set on a circuit already? I don't think so. Circuit 1. Boop. Boop. Wait, this is too much styrene. I was kind of expecting that it would do the 144 at a time without actually ever stopping to double check. Okay, it's a bit excessive. Okay, well, just do away with the last of it. Mess. Gotta somehow find a way I can put my... Well, I guess I could just like make more, I suppose. Like, it's expensive, it'll just save me... Because like the main downside for making more of this is the time it takes to amass all of it. And also like having it add up as well, I suppose. That's not right. How do I like multiply properly? Yeah, it's so long since I've messed with this part of NEI. Int quantity with multiplier, maybe. changes it by the stack. I don't know why that's helpful to me. By the stack, I mean by the stack of recipes. I guess I just run 84 cells at a time of oxygen until there's enough styrene to run that. So it's like less than 12 buckets. 12.96. It's gonna be a lot, but then I won't have to worry about polystyrene for quite a while. The only thing I'll have to worry about if I like wait late game and if I want to get into biolabs. I meant to say ore. It should do it for me for a while. Especially since I'm needing literally 4 plates right now and I'm making maybe 1,000. And I've lost count since I'm going off the rails a bit. I kind of forget how the cells work. They don't just grab like an ingot's worth at a time. They only do that when it's molten. And the polystyrene is molten, but the styrene is not. Because maybe the styrene is like gas, but I don't know. Let me see. Is styrene a gas? It's a liquid at room temperature. Okay. Actually, I guess if it was a gas, it would be like hotter instead of colder. Can't really explain my thought process for thinking it would be a gas, but that it might be a gas. Okay, how much is left? I think I'd go grab one more empty cell. Styrene. Then this is made one cell at a time. Maybe I just like actually count it up now. The 12.96. $96. Yes, yes. Yeah. Go bongo. Simple as that. What am I missing a cell? God knows why that could be. Okay, that should be it actually adding up now. Where's my fluid cell though? Did I put it in here somehow? The steel one. So I don't. I think I've been using large cells for a while. If I didn't use any of my B expansion. effective stainless, steel, fluid, cell. I doubt it would have randomly gone to the chest, like. Check. So I do want to actually see on this guy as well. Are you still growing, or I feel like flattened out? Not slower, but it's still growing. Maybe it isn't slower. Maybe it's just kind of slow from the beginning. Now the comparative expansion is smaller because like it's not an exponential increase. So it will just flatten out. Also not really. I don't know what happened to my cell. Red odd, but what can you do? Ah yes. A very sane amount of molten polystyrene. Glad I made this fella so it can actually be somewhat fast. Hell yeah. That's the kind of speed I like to see. 26 a second, 40 a second. Right, it speeds up for every recipe it does. This thing is cracked. Is 256 the max or is it out? I think 256 is the max. Pretty fancy. The output for this thing is not prepared. Should add a bit more. Wish you could shutter item pipes. Because then you could just like add item pipe instead of end IO. The only reason why I have the end IO here is because if I had the item pipe, I guess it doesn't really apply here because it's a fluid solidifier, but if this recipe had if this recipe required to be if this recipe included solid objects, items, then it would treat the pipe as an inventory. Would send something over into the pipe, seed can't go into there because it's an output phase, and then go back into the interface, and not actually do the recipe. Naturally, for other systems, you can do a little something like this to... Never mind, that's not the right button. Do a little something like this to make it directional, so it has a little error on it. But when you are doing something with items and fluids, I don't think you can do that anymore, because it, well, maybe you can, because technically, like, it selects the push direction, and then it would only push the items into one direction, but for the fluid, I'm actually pulling it, and it will still be accessible in the interface. I haven't actually tested that thoroughly. Let's get rid of the bot. It's been alive for 19 hours, but it's almost ancient. No bots. We don't like bots around here. So evil that even though there's only 4 channels total streaming GTNH, it still puts me below a drop-down menu. Should always do this. Twitch just hates me, bro. Okay. I suppose it'll just be a silent stream, I'll just play my game. Just maybe just decide not to stress. I can manage that. Probably can. That is the polystyrene done. Let me calculate this man out. Let me first see, like, what are those electromagnets? You need to polarize magnets or separate magnetic materials. Look to the MFE. This multi-block requires an electromagnet to be inserted into its housing. Better magnets, better bonuses. In IV, you'll be stuck with an iron electromagnet though. The final tier of electromagnet, you could use Tech multi-amp patches. Might be good to remember when you're processing a certain magnetic material. I see, some foreshadowing. I'm definitely not gonna remember this when I get to that stage of the game. Is Iridium and IV superconductor. Iron is just for show, I guess. Yeah, it goes up pretty damn fast. Might as well just call it for what it is. Fucking LUV. Like, why would you call it steel electromagnet when it's the like least prominent resource in the item? Actually, everything else does more, but I digress. Whatever. Let me get this calculated. Need one of those. Need 2 EV energy hatches. Just do those like that. I'll probably need a different glass. Let me see. Any tiered glass, you say? Not sure if I believe you. Like, if it doesn't say it on the first or second page, then I guess I kinda just gotta go with it. Say it somewhere after all. Excess steel, titanium, not too bad. It's recyclable? Nice. Actually do make things that can be recyclable. This one they don't, because they're... Oh no, there's 3 different resources, so no recycling. That's stupid. Like, even though they very well could make it add up, just like 4 inconal, 2 talonite, 2 stabilo. Maybe it's just an oversight, I can't get too mad. It's a design choice though. I will be raising my fist up into the air, making a cartoonish grr sound. But me actually see how many I want for this. Probably quite a few. Never mind, probably not. I forget how few raw jacks have to polarize. Alright. Yes, just one in, one out. HV just for the swag. Then N energy hatch. EV ones, give me 2 of those. The casing is minimum 64. Okay, but actually pretty high minimum. So like the maximum is 73. Guess I just probably still want to fill up the rest with casings though. Like it's also just a difference of 8. Maybe getting mixed up. Like not expensive materials. But what it will do is that if I need to expand it, then but that like I can also just recycle it. I don't know. I guess this one just doesn't really matter. And as for which one is easier, I guess doing minimum casings is slightly less EBF time in the long run. It's not the resources being expensive, I can think of the power. How are my turbines doing actually? Also, how's my maintenance issues doing? The turbines, 84, that's plenty good. Probably about time to do a repair run here. Some of them are starting to have multiple, not enough solar material. Gotta get some more of that. Solder. While that's crafting, I'm good to the bathroom real quick. the server restarted. I guess we're waiting for longer than. I have my obligatory cat emote. It just livens up the chat. Guess it's also a good time to mention, because I don't think anyone has really noticed it yet. I do have a first reward channel point redeem. It's not expensive, but like I spent some time adding a counter to it, so like count how many times people have been first. It can only be played once per stream, and well, no one's played it yet except me, so it feels kind of silly. Just letting you all know that that is there. It's cool. I spent like I saw 15 minutes trying to make it and to learn how to do a counter. It costs 1 channel point. It's not even expensive, bro. Alright. Server's probably up again now. Yep. And my solder's done. Guess I'm done. Okay. Is there anything else I needed here? I don't think so. Of course, there was. I guess there's still the planning of this. I think I'm just gonna go with the 64. I think that is my plan. Do you have a quest tied to you? No, sir. This. You do have a quest tied to you. The electromagnetic separator. Oh. No, this because this. I was expecting this to be a polarizer, but no, this is the other fella. Because this is like a double multi-block. You can also do electromagnetic separation, which is processing. And that's not like any recipe. So there's only 20 or 40. That'd be 41. Because it's on 1 at the end. I do think I'm interested in using some of these, but I don't think it's enough to warrant me making another multi-block in terms of my ore processing. It's really just a matter of if I space for it though, because naturally the multi-block is better. Also, I need the actual iron electromagnets. This guy. One of those as real. Probably just make a pattern for that. Actually, these need to be magnetized. I guess there's something I'll need the polarizer for. Oh, actually, I guess yeah. But like, I think I'm just gonna do it normally. Actually, I can't make rings out of polarized iron ingots. Is that even a thing? I think it is. It doesn't seem to be. No, it is. This guy. I guess they just missed the recipe. But I guess Actually, I guess, yeah, it's just not included. Like, this doesn't make polarized iron rods, even though there's a thing. Okay. Let's see what the point of polarizing an iron ingot then. Yeah, just give me 8 of those. Make 16 because I overcraft everything. Oh, and I guess I missaw. Just do that. And then pattern the yes. I guess you, I think I'm just gonna do you manually. Those. Right, Archman is a bit slow. Pattern for this man. It goes in, was assembler 0, right? Yeah. I'm kind of really running out of space for assembler 0. Getting pretty cramped. Assembler 1. I have like most of my casings. I suppose I could just move the casings over here. That one isn't nearly as cramped, even though I have 2 more interfaces for assembler 0. I might do that. Just move the casings over. Okay, which one has the little casings? Wait, does it show like the... No, it just shows the blocks from the side. It's kind of weird. It shows like only this side of the block. So odd design choice. Probably gonna need a pattern capacity card. Yeah, it's not gonna do anything that's fluid in there. I could separate them out in case I want to like put them in different interfaces later, but like if I'm ever gonna be rebuilding this, it's just gonna be both past the point where I don't really care anymore, and also at a point where I'm just gonna be doing universal automation. I think that does seem to be like the way to do late game parallelization. Just having each machine, just having like a bunch of general machines and sending the recipe plus the circuit to the machines. But I guess in that case, assembler 0 would be the easiest one to automate because you don't have to send a circuit at all. I suppose that's like the one spot where there's an important distinction. But I can always separate it out again if I remember, which I probably won't. But it's not that big a deal anyways. It'll be fine. Yeah, I guess it's probably a decent idea that I saved on ingots. Now with the better EVS, it's not that big of a deal if I have to make a bunch of ingots for craft. But like still, 400 tungsten ingots is still gonna be a heavy toll regardless. At least it doesn't take like an hour anymore. They have gone very far since the start of IV, considering that you're probably meant to struggle to make your first machine casing in the start of IV. I guess that probably mostly depends on how you play the game. Already done. That one wasn't a quest. I just quest for that. These need a lot actually. Starting to get more complicated. Because this is just conveyor modules, but yeah, I also have to refresh wafers. Wait, wafers? Why do these need wafers? Oh, for the graphene, right? Silly graphene. So nice that graphene doesn't take like half an hour in the assembler anymore. I don't think it was half an hour, it was like 1.5 minutes per 64 running a single block. I think I was doing it at EV too. I kind of would have to, otherwise, yeah, like it couldn't be IV because like how are you gonna get the resources for IV assembler without IV components? Like that's kind of lapse. So get some more levels again. The fact that I died last stream and enjoy my definitely not overkill XP shower. Guess that's kind of what you get when you play reckless. You end up dying. No, I guess one of my deaths was due to a literal game game crash. About that actually, it's like upon like looking back again, like I was going on about that maybe my RAM was getting too hot, but like looking back in Task Manager, it doesn't say the temperature anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's just looking at the percentage of RAM used and seeing that as the temperature. Must have been very tired yesterday, but I do have a new leading theory on what happened. I think it might have been a memory leak, because it was like after quite a bit of bee breeding and running around, going in and out of dimensions. And I do know that this version of Minecraft does have an issue with memory leaks when you load into dimensions, which just slowly builds up. Memory leaks is just like the game mistakenly reserving RAM for specific actions and then forgetting to release it, so the RAM is just kind of locked. It'll slowly eat up all your RAM, and then when it does get eaten up, it can cause a cascade of crashes. So it might have just been that happening. Just the release of that. I'm gonna go get some more water. I'll be back. back. What's up with this? I'm just gonna make. Yeah, it made both of these. Well, pretty much this one. It's about to finish that craft. It's not done yet. No, it's not good. Are you stuck? Or stuck? Forget to re-enable a broken machine. Do you have your fluids? Yes. Let's turn the block off and take a look on the inside. I guess I can just use this thing now. Where the resources? Wait, what? Where were the resources have gone? There's no other connected inventory. Maybe. What's in this space again? Which conduit? It's not gonna be connecting here. I have no idea. So it's a... I forget what they're called. Just go through wafers. A bool. There's also 9 helium in here. You know, it should be 8. Is that a problem with the recipe? I'd imagine not. Yeah, not. I guess just run it back. No. Wait. Oh, like it. No, it should work now. Yeah. It's because it didn't want to. There was some liquid that was left in there. The lion was interfering, and it didn't want to put the 9 liquid in when there was already liquid in there. I guess. Don't really see why that would be the case. What do I know, anyways? I feel like I probably shouldn't have streamed today. I usually don't, because I have more things I do earlier in the day. It seemed that it indeed did tire me out, even though it didn't initially feel that way. Perhaps I can finish this multi though, since I am close. There really isn't much left. This needs to be magnetic neodymium. Interesting. So that's really an issue. Do you have magnetic neodymium rods anyways? Yeah, at least my like reminder automated message works. Is that something I could test? I can get tested with this stream. That's cool. I don't think I'm gonna be able to test the other messages I made. I made like a response message for raids and for follows, which were really the ones that I was worried about. Actually, I guess I was also kind of worried about this one because it's like meant to send a message every hour. And I'm not sure if I picked the correct like timed action option, but it seems I did. So all good there. Is magnetic neodymium used for like literally anything else? No. No, it's not, but it's still worth keeping. Like the casing is not gonna be used for literally anything else either. However, I'll need more of these eventually. I'll just have to set it up again. But really, I think like the main reason why I streamed today was because I was a bit confused as to why there wasn't like pretty much anyone streaming on that time I thought to be like a time, like a high activity time of the day. It seems that the people looking for the streams is also lower. I wonder if there's something happening right now. I don't really keep up with the news or things like that. Maybe there's like a sporting event or something. No, I don't know if GTNH players would be watching something like that, but just like speaking in guesses anyways. So I said something akin to a sporting event. Anyways. That. Cobalt. You're used for enough. Set you up. Fluid extractor. Cobalt. Extractor. M. And insane voltage coil. So these will be used for IV energy hatches. Shouldn't I have it already then? Voltage coil. No. Yes, do I? I guess I just don't have IV energy hatches automated. No, I don't. Why? These I got pretty damn close. This is circuit 1. You can make it in groups of 2. I think these are still used in groups of 2 for the that guy. Like only used in groups of 2. I see why I did that for all the others. Saves the what am I even saying? Saves a few ticks, updates, few whatever I forgot. So I do doubt I'll be making more than one of these. Next time I'll be making one of these machines, I should have a better magnet. better at it anyways. Needed assembly. There's circuit free. But you in the where's the circuit free? That is recalled correctly that was one of the ones I had. And I need a IV input bus. Super bus? What is that? Is that like a super chest input bus? Output bus maybe? I feel like it would be an input bus. Linked input bus? That's very useful. That would also be a way to do a parallelization for late game. But I'd think universal automation would be quite a bit better than this. There a hatch as well? Linked hatch. Doesn't seem so. It's right under my nose, I don't see them, but these all look like controllers. So I don't know. Just there's kind of a lot of different things to set up just to use once. I guess I don't need to. Then again, like I'm gonna be making more of these eventually, theoretically. What's our thing that's gonna be used a lot. The game is done. I'm actually getting so tilted by little elements of the screen, of the stream manager screen moving on my second monitor, because I keep thinking that it's a message coming in or something that actually needs my attention, and it never is. Actually, it's starting to piss me off. Not one to get heated about things. I suppose that's mostly because I just leave before such a thing would happen. let's set up automation for that guy. Look at this slow air polarizer. Should be the last slow recipe, though. The main thing that's annoying me in my stream manager is there's just a little element at the top of the chat which cycles through a bunch of different random goals and things that I really don't care about, and every single time it changes, my chats move up and down, which makes me think that's a new chat. And I can't turn it off, I don't think. Kind of annoying. It's just not really the time to try to stop it. All the English speaking GTNH streamers are right now. Maybe it's just like a crazy coincidence. So like at this time there's usually like a bajillion, like all the Russian or whatever language it might be streamers are there, but there's not a single one of the English streamers, except for the 2 Ubers on the server, streaming for like a collective 1 viewer. These Sumerian rods, thank you. I think the voices are too happy with me being happy for once. And electromagnets. Any more that I wanted to purge forever and never look at again? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oop. Gotta keep them separated. Oh, yes, I love segregation of my rods. Whatever that's meant to be referring to. I still need the neodymium frame boxes, never started that. Bit of a shame because it's gonna take a while. Because the polarizer is slow and ugly and stupid, and I don't know. I don't know why I'm beefing with the polarizer. So the plan is have it in this spot, not actually a perfect square, so we'll have to add in the corners again. Should be the shape. You make pollution? No. Didn't well then. Don't think this guy makes pollution either. Nice. Things simple. Don't think I'm actually like ever gonna have something in front of this guy, so I can just the bathroom sometimes to make me feel better about my decision to make this thing. Does it have to be in that spot? It does. We do be getting a bit silly around here. Damn, my shoulders are stiff. Give me a moment. I think I will do this, input bus, output bus over here, and then energy hatches here. Right down, right down. Looks good. This is still gonna be a while. But yeah, had the multi-block to make the multi-block. But yeah, might also need some input buses. My filler. I need 8 of these. Just throw the rest away. So I am that confident in that I counted correctly. Leave it ends up biting me in the butt. I would never do that. Just gonna say it right now, I can do basic arithmetic. Pulling it. Now that I've made such a statement, let me make sure I actually get the multi-block structure correct. So I might get clipped. You are out in the middle. Nothing. Get one of these preemptively, so I don't have to open this back up. Okay, then just another cap. That. Nice. I can indeed do basic arithmetic. Be honest, I was like half expecting to fail, but I didn't. Just gotta wait for ease now. It's the craft speed. Not the best. I think this is like the minimum voltage these need as well. Yeah, 3.2 seconds. What would some Merriam rods be in maybe also 3.2 seconds? don't think it'll be too bad at IV, but like when you're as many tiers dead as I am, that will matter. Definitely gonna enjoy the parallels though. Maybe that. Perhaps that means I should add an extra energy hatch. But nah, it'll be fine. It's okay if the parallels only kick in on slower recipes. It's only with the EVS where I really care that much about min-maxing that I would consider adding an extra energy hatch to get both the overclocks and the parallels. Just the parallels at all if I'm running a recipe on its minimum tier. There's a good look. Quest rewards, already got that one, but there was another one. Probably like water block goals. The water block goals doesn't give a crap pony about my expansions. It's in here. Where is that quest actually? Maybe. Is that? It's the one of the very small ones. It's that small, but it still has the little like crown, meaning that it's a important quest. But it's just a little speck. I think the crown means that it's a required quest for beating the game. It's actually interesting. Marks the planets that you have to go to. I don't think it means you can skip this part of a processing line. I don't think that's how it's meant to be interpreted. Curious enough that the plat line is completely crowned though. As for this one, it only like shows the required ones, I think. Curious that this one isn't included. It's probably just a mistake. I don't think too many people really care about this that looks this closely. Like my ass didn't even notice this before now. I'd usually count myself as one of the more observant ones. It also really depends. Not just gonna see everything outright. Takes a bit more than that. You actually have to like try to be looking bare minimum as well. Even then, I'm kind of like the master of inconsistencies. Isn't helping. Yep, that is a successful multi-block construction. Very nice. I think I'm gonna wire it up later. I think I've had my fill. 80-minute session of the Greg. Yeah, I think I'm done here. Let me see. Is there even anyone playing GTNH that I can raid? Not much for raiding people that like don't speak English. Guess I could do Chemcraft. There's someone I'm following. Or I could do Gal. Gal is streaming as well. I think I'll do Chemcraft though. Actually TFG. Sure. Alright, well, let's do that. Well, that's it for me. It was fun. Have a good day, take care, all that stuff. And I'll see you later. Enjoy Chemcraft stream. See ya.